Awesome. Thank you for that introduction. Yeah, it'll be, it's going to be interesting now that I know and I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing, just how much worse I'll probably play with my eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started here without further ado. In 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Metroid Fusion Oil Spill. This is a ROM hack that was made by SpeedGaming as well as a few other people that helped pitch in on a few things. There's going to be a few noticeable differences right out of the gate. Well, maybe not right out of the gate, but something that's going to be very important is that this is an open world kind of fusion experience to the fact that it's not really going to have any sort of, event flags keeping you, on a linear path. You can grab whatever, whenever. So that's going to be really interesting to see, especially for, a game that's as linear as Metroid. Well, that's not good that I took that hit. I'm going to take this health here right before I grab these missiles. Ooh, actually, I'll take that as well. That's really nice to not get hit there. That acid will drop your health really, really quickly. And this is might look a little hectic, just as a casual observer who's never really kind of watched something like this. Coming up to our first eye door here, and there goes the eye door. So the eye doors in this ROM hack are merely a suggestion, something that Ivan found while we were kind of, while we were routing this, and while he was kind of just trying to find some optimizations, is that there's no doors behind the eye doors, so you can just kind of deboost right through them. Oops, that was bad. Another thing to note is that the missiles do more damage in this ROM hack than the standard missiles, and we're only going to get one upgrade. We're going to go immediately from the regular base missiles to Diffusion missiles, which is the final upgrade. So for right now, they're doing 15, and Arachnus' health is unchanged from vanilla, so it only takes 10 missiles to kill instead of 15. The other thing that's going to be very noticeably different for the first time that we're seeing now is that you can single wall jump in this ROM hack. So, whereas in Metroid Fusion, the vanilla game, you could not do that, there's a patch in the hack that allows you to single wall jump, making movement a lot, cleaner and more interesting, I guess you could say, in terms of going fast. So I'm going through this main area, the landing site area, collecting a few upgrades. A nice thing about getting missiles is that you start out with 15 in this, and every time you pick up a missile pack, it fully restores your missiles, as well as with health, it fully restores all of your health. Hello. Something that you're not going to be seeing is bomb jumping, or bombs in general, because this game has no power bombs and no bomb upgrade. This is a hack completely devoid of that, which I find completely interesting, that you can build an entire world without those two upgrades. And just moving right along here, we're going to be traversing through this underwater passage. There's an upgrade here. Ooh, fishes. Fish is giving me the business here. Thankfully, if I stay in this morph ball, I can roll through this tunnel as well as across the entire floor, all the way up until I need to jump here and dodge all of these fish that are floating kind of low because they can't float any lower. Oop, hello. So we're kind of taking this route to get to a residential kind of, I guess, area on an oil rig, which is the plot of this, is that you're sent to find out what the leak of oil is and what's causing it, and to fix it.
And name does track.
Yeah, it sure does. Listen, just in case nobody, they couldn't, put two and two together, or might have been confused, but, yeah. So, this is kind of like the first branch path that we'll see here. So when I get to the next room, there's going to be an elevator with 2 paths. The left path takes me to charge beam, and the right path takes me to high jump. I'm going to go get high jump first. There's really no, you know, difference in which one I get, to be completely honest. Oh, hello. Because, I mean, whatever I pick up, I can use immediately. And the reason for that is you kind of, if you're used to Metroid Fusion, the vanilla version, oh, dang. You know that the game is kind of like on rails, pretty much, and that it's very, very linear. So in this game, the way the creator got around it was that they set the event flag to the last possible one, to right before the Omega Metroid fight. And by doing that, it allows you to just kind of be able to pick up whatever you want, wherever you want, without any kind of like penalty or, you know, the game freaking out or giving you any like weird messages. So this boss is, this is Zazubi. It is a lot more dangerous in this ROM hack than in vanilla, because without bombs you can't get out of, you know, him grabbing you. So if he grabs you, you're just kind of stuck and you just die in the acid. Oh, darn.
Right, but why does that thing look like a mutated choo-choo jelly?
Listen, you'd have to ask the developers of Metroid. Oh god. So as you can see, I was in that acid for maybe a half second, and I just lost 49 energy. So that's how, you know, it's really bad if you get into the acid really early on. I'm gonna take this really kind of safe here to grab this. And then, of course, there's an E-tank right here in the acid, so I'll probably... Alright, I kind of came out of that relatively unscathed, thankfully. So now we're just going to go back up, backtrack, and go get the charge beam. The charge beam, unlike the vanilla game, isn't as broken. Its main purpose in this game is to open up gates. So we're not really going to be using it a whole lot. There's only a few fights where it's actually going to come in handy. If you're used to seeing the vanilla speedrun, you'll know that like there are some bosses that are, you know, you use the charge beam to kill relatively quickly. Some of those bosses will stay the same, like the Mega Core and Ridley when we have Plasma. But other than that, you really won't. I won't be using the charge beam as much moving from room to room, just because it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. So a lot of these fights are going to be relatively the same as you would usually see. That was not a double. That neither was that. Dang. It's okay. Close to a sweet spot. Okay. So from charge beam, we're going to go immediately to the engines area. This game is split up between like this kind of, this residential area that I'm on now. This kind of like platform, I guess, oil platform. There's the engines, and there's the cargo bay and the ocean that was very short-lived. I've debated about going to the left. There are 2 expansion items there to make things a little safer. But it's routed in such a way that in cleanup you kind of grab those because you need to get a speed booster on the way back to kind of drop off a ledge and speed boost the other way. So it just makes it a little more convenient to do it that way. All of these routes, I think I started routing this game maybe about a year ago at this point. Okay, morph please, thank you. And so we got our first hell run here that we're going to be doing to get the beam. So I'm going to be taking damage throughout this fight the entire time. I'm really hoping that I don't die here. because I will be losing health pretty quickly. I'm going to try to get as many doubles as I possibly can. It might have been a double. Oh, nice. So, something that can happen in this game as well is these core X's, they kind of oscillate. If you don't know what that is, if you know, like, it basically is like a waveform that, you know, bounces up and then down in a constant pattern. Because of that oscillation, it makes it so that way there are times where I will hit the eye with a missile, but it'll just tink right off. It's weird. And frustrating. Oh no. Why? This is rough. Unfortunately, because of the emergency state, I can't save, so I'm really hoping that this fight goes well. Only one. Darn it. Okay. This should be okay. So something a little different here is that there's two Mega Core X's here. And there's one. Come at me, bro. Nice. That went perfectly. That fight can be a little dangerous. Especially if they kind of get separated. All of these strats I kind of came up with while I was kind of routing, and I need to give a shout out to Resrin and SN Ivan for helping out when it comes to kind of making the route, you know, better and finding these optimizations that, you know, I probably might not have found otherwise. I did like all of the hard routing work, and then they came in and were like, "Hey, idiot, you can go faster." So I really appreciate those guys and the work that they've put in. They've been unbelievably important to the development of this game as a speedrun. Well, as I was saying, I kind of started routing this about a year ago now. And this game is interesting in the fact that it has two different ways to finish it. So you can finish it by either getting Speed Booster or Screw Attack to get to the Omega Metroid, which is honestly, in my opinion, very interesting to be able to be given that choice. As such, we have two categories for any percent. One's a lot longer than the other. I think the Speed Booster record right now, I think I still hold it at like 15 or 16 minutes. And then I know Ivan has the record for... He might not. I think he still does, though. I think he still holds the record for Screw Attack because of me not learning the dumb route thing that I found. Oops, hello, come on. So now we're in the cargo bay, and we're going to be fighting probably the worst boss of any run. One of the worst bosses in this ROM hack for any run that he appears in. And you would think, oh, you've got so many missiles, you've got wide beam charge, you know, how bad could it be? It's really bad. Because we're going to be fighting Nightmare with missiles that do 15 damage. Oh, come on. Ah, come on. It's going to be missiles that do 15 damage, and I'm going to be fighting him in a way that I kind of developed in this run that I carried over to doing in low percent runs. Oh, that's not enough speed. Well, I don't know why I'm messing this up. Not that hard. Alright, I will be taking a save here, because this could go very poorly. So there are two safety saves that I'm going to for sure take. It's going to be this one as well as for Ridley. Hello, what's going on here? Alright. Alright, we're good. This room might be a little dark. Don't adjust your television sets. For me, it's not so bad. It's kind of a blessing and a curse. I'm currently playing on a black and white TV that I bought by accident. That's actually a karaoke machine. I'll unpack that statement later. Oops.
Please?
Yeah, I'll unpack that a little after this. Oh no, that's not supposed to happen. This is bad. The fight went really well though, so far. Alright, so in the first phase of the fight, I wanted to leave him as high as I possibly could, so I can get through phase 2 as quickly as possible, because in the third phase I'm going to be fighting him like this, which I ended up developing because it made so much sense not to fight him, or it made so much sense to fight him this way as opposed to any other way. It's just way faster. Stop. Very good. So what I'm doing is I'm getting as close as I possibly can to hit all 3 shots, as well as the flare. The flare does additional damage, believe it or not, so I'm actually squeezing out as much damage as I possibly can by fighting him this way. Wow, what a jerk. This was, I believe I used the same method to fight him during my 1% hard race with Scotty at GDQ. And it was something that I developed in this run. He should be almost dead. Ooh. That's okay. One more. He'll die this time for sure. There we go. Wow, it was almost perfect. So the other downside, though, of playing on a black and white television is I don't know what color X that is that's on the screen. Nice jump, doofus. So I'm just kind of flying blind right now. That was 4 green X. That's good. That was a miss. Oh no. Give me green X, please. Oh, game. Oh, game. Why? Thank you. Oh. So, with any Metroid game, if you have full health, you're guaranteed a certain drop. So if I've got full health, I'm guaranteed missiles. Full missiles, I'm guaranteed health. Health is much more likely to come out in pretty much every scenario, though. Okay, so when I moved in like January or December, I couldn't bring my television that I was using originally because it wouldn't fit on this desk. It was way too big. So I went to a Goodwill to look for, like, you know, a small television, and you know, the only thing that I found across 2 Goodwill stores was this Memorex karaoke machine, which I found out only after the fact that it was a karaoke machine. So I was like, oh boy. I also found out after the fact that it was only in black and white. So it's a 4-inch screen that I'm playing on, and it's in black and white. So I think the fact that I'm able to do any speed runs is a miracle on this thing.
The thing is, you're running a Game Boy Advance game on a Game Boy.
Yeah, basically. I was trying to not kill anything, because if I do, there's a mini Dragon that spawns right above that platform, which makes my life very difficult. So in that room, I didn't mention it beforehand, but there was a monster SAX. You can't kill it. Basically it's a programmed chase scene, to where it's supposed to chase you through that room, and you're just supposed to get away from it. There's another one to the right of where the Varia suit was, but I just go in through the back door. We will come back and see this room a lot later. That room is the bane of my existence in this category, except for Ridley. Ridley is a gatekeeper for sure, but I hate that room with the 2 fish I walk through, and you'll find out later why that is. So we kind of went from regular missiles to diffusion missiles really quickly. So now we have the most powerful missiles in the game, and boy oh boy is it an upgrade. Before we were doing like 15, and I don't remember the exact value, but I think we're doing like 55 with these missiles now. Oh, right. Ooh, the snipe. That hallway is awful every time I go through it. There's nothing good that comes from that hallway. This is gonna hurt. I'm wearing it like a hat. Alright, I want to grab this red X and start charging, so that way when I get in there I can do this. And I'm just gonna damage boost. So shoutouts to Friday, who may or may not be in the chat. I haven't seen him yet. Before my strat for this fight was to diffusion missile it and then stand on a frozen plant. He found like a week and a half, or maybe like a month and a half ago now, that if you shoot a diffusion missile, the blocks right behind Notori are diffusion or missile blocks, and you can just damage boost right through. So that makes that fight a lot funnier and a lot easier. Alright, now, oh, there's Friday. Shoutouts to you, Friday, for contributing. I love it, dude. I honestly love when more people pick this game up, because Ivan picked this game up, and we found so much. Rezrin picked this game up, and we found, like, brand new, like, faster ways to get through rooms. Friday picks the game up, he finds a faster way to do a fight. Like, every time I feel like anybody picks up a speed game, it's just getting new eyes on it that, you know, helps progress it forward. And, like, especially with, like, Rosu there in the chat, he helped bring the time down for the speed booster route. Before, the initial route saw me doing Nightmare and going all the way back, but now it's just, like, a quick run that's super dangerous. But, I mean, I honestly understand why not a lot of people would want to follow the routes that are on the leaderboard, because I'm kind of a, I guess, kind of a masochist, and that and my routes very much so reflect that, in the name of, like, going fast. Because they are not the safest routes in the world by any stretch, but hey, speed. Also, shoutouts to Rezrin for doing that ball hop in that tunnel. I don't know why it never occurred to me to do that. I was always trying to unmorph and try to wall jump to get up to the top. And then as soon as I saw him do the ball jump, I'm like, oh yeah, that is way better. Why am I doing it this way? So, here we've got Yakuza, the Spooter, oh yeah, I also quietly picked up Plasma, so now we've got Plasma. Oops, oops, oops. Dude, calm down. Ooh, I got a double. Nice. Let's see if I can do that again. Aww. Ooh, I got another one. Give me another one. I want another one. Another double. Diffusion doubles are really hard to pull off, even in vanilla, because the cooldown is so ridiculously high that you have to space them far apart, and you just have to get the positioning right. I got really lucky with some of those, I feel like. Even if it was skill, I don't want to, I'll just leave it to luck. Alright, so now we're back in engines. We're kind of retracing our steps now. I'm going to be grabbing some of the items that I kind of passed over on my first pass through. Just because now I've got space jump. It makes it a little easier to grab some items like that missile pack and this E-tank. And because I've got gravity suit, I'm going to grab the missile pack that I elected to skip after my fight with wide beam core. So we're charging right at Ridley right now, so we're going to get screw attack. We're moving right through this game. This is like not by, I mean, it's by all means, this is a very kind of, I would say, difficult hack, I guess. Can I can't. Lame. So I was trying to use the frozen enemies there to kind of stand on them and just jump through it. Unfortunately, the way they were kind of positioned... Oh, this is not a save room. Oh, I don't have a save room around here. Right. Well, it looks like we're not saving. Fingers crossed this goes well, because I have no backup if it doesn't. Ridley, please play nice. This is the worst fight in this entire run, and I hate it. Ridley, please. Don't be the 8th trainer again. Ow. This is going well. Oh, wow, that went really well. What? What in the world? Why could he not have cooperated with that when I was on, like, world record pace the other day? What the heck? That was a double, I think. That was another one. Give me another one. Alright, that one didn't really need it, but that's cool. Dude, that was the best way that fight could have gone. That was awesome. Thank you, Ridley, for being super cool. Alright, now that we have that done, there's really no other threats for this. That was the best Ridley. That was awesome. Now we've got screw attack, and now we're just going to go start to clean up as we make our way to Ceres. So I would say that so far, for the most part, the route that you've seen is reminiscent of the Ridley route, but, like, instead of going to beat the game now, we're just going to go grab some of these items that were skipped over initially, and as we make our way to Speed Booster. So, Resrin in that... So, when I routed this 100%, a lot of the route kind of remains, like, the order that we fight the bosses, like, has remained. Just the way we pick up items is very slightly different, and it's all hats off to Resrin for that, because Resrin is like a wizard when it comes to finding time saves and routing. He just completely rerouted like some of my original route, and it's so much faster. Actually, I do grab this now. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Fire that down. Good. So a lot of these items, I mean, there are a lot of items in rooms that have other items kind of attached to them in some way. So once we get Speed Booster, wow, okay, hello. Once we get Speed Booster, then cleanup kind of actually begins in earnest, because at that point we basically have all the major upgrades. The last one we're going to need is Wave Beam, but we're going to grab that, whoops, very soon after the fact. Oh, darn it. So 3 items in one room, all hidden by blocks. So the interesting thing is, There aren't... So in Vanilla Fusion, there are 100 items that you have to collect for 100%. The major items still don't count towards percentage. And there aren't 100 expansions in this game. So the way that they kind of got around it is that they scaled the percentage counter in this game. So like one item could be around, say, I don't know, like 3% per item. Just whatever it takes to make sure that when you collect all the items, it displays that 100% at the end. If it didn't, the 100% category would be like a meme-specific percent. So once we get Speed Booster, everything kind of opens for us. We'll be able to get all of the items. And the reason that we don't get Wave Beam before we get Speed Boosters, because Wave Beam is off in its own little corner in this hack, and it's way faster to get Speed Booster because there's an item we need to get up near the Wave Beam upgrade that requires us to have Speed Booster. Also, outside. Now we're outside. So we found out that using that route to go back through the water was actually faster than what we were doing before. What we were doing before was entering through that charge beam-like area. Oh, frick. Come on, turkey. We were going up like elevators, and then we would end up kind of above where we exited the ocean area. We found out that that was actually slower, and it was somehow faster to go through the ocean, so now we just kind of made that switch in the routing. Like I said, a lot of the routing stuff, all hats off to Ivan and Rezrin, because they have just improved the route so much. And I'm just kind of the idiot that put it all on paper at first to kind of be like, alright, this makes sense, I think, to get it in this order. And they just kind of were like, well, yes, no. Alright, moving right along. Now that we have Screw Attack, we don't take any damage from those eye doors. And we are going to face my favorite speed boy. So, if you can imagine, the 80% speed booster route only gets 3 major upgrades. Oh, dang. It only gets Charge Beam to make the Omega Fight faster. It gets High Jump, and it gets Speed Booster, I believe. So that means you have to do this fight in any percent Screw Attack without the Gravity Suit, which is torturous. But even then, we're still, like, trying to squeeze in doubles with missiles. This should be the last hit. Thank you. What the heck? Dang. Ooh, close to a sweet spot. This is actually really good pace. I mean, I could, you know, I would hope it's really good pace. I could say just about anything. Even if I was behind, I'd still claim that this is really good pace.
And then I'd say you'd have to donate to No Kid Hungry, and so I wouldn't let them know what I see on your splits.
That's fair. That's very fair. Believe it or not, this is not the best pace I could be on. I know I think I could be like a minute faster of where I'm at now, but in the end, it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, now that we've got, I would say, almost all of the upgrades, I'm going to do some cleaning, and I'm just going to clean up this little area, and we're going to start to see some shine sparking tricks that you're going to be seeing. There's going to be a lot of shine spark tricks here coming up, during cleanup. Alright, so this will be Shine Spark number 1. Hopefully I don't mess this one up. Come on, Herc, don't beef it. Don't beef it. I beefed it. That was way too high. You hate to see it. That's alright, though. I'll just get this one. Or I won't. I lied. Those 1x1 block. Those 1x1 blocks are not easy to get through. A lot of these items are going to be like... all of the Shine Spark tricks are going to be in cargo holds, so... Once we get to cargo holds, then you're going to see some crazy Shine Sparking. By crazy, I mean really, really dumb Shine Sparking. That should be the entirety of the outside area cleaned up. Now I'm just going to work my way back now to through the ocean to the area that we were just in, and I'm going to grab some items on the way. There are some like kind of riskier strats that I could use to pick up some of those some of the items that require speed boosting. I'm going to play it a little safer just because it's a marathon. I'll give it at least one attempt, at least. I'll say that. I'll give them each one attempt, the cool strat way, so that way I don't look like a total jabroni. Oil freighter. Aw, that's alright. So here's the first one that I'm going to try to do. Without my backup strat. Aw, dang it. Alright, well, that failed. Unfortunately. It's a really tight window to get that one. Again, extremely tight window, and plus I had to go through all those blocks anyway. So, alright. Gonna work my way up this way right now. I'm gonna grab this missile here. Sorry, not missile, this E-tank up here. So, if you didn't wait for this, there's an entire, like, wall jump puzzle that I'll show off. Like, you have to wall jump all the way this way, and then kind of come all the way over here, and do all these kind of wall kicks. So, like, having Space Jump kind of breaks it. But the other cool thing is that they have these teleportation blocks that just take you right to the beginning if you fail. So, if you fail over and over again, it would just keep taking you back to the door. And I swear it's not frustrating in any way. I definitely didn't sit there for about an hour and a half, almost pulling my hair out trying to get that. Oops. Alright, so the real reason we have Speed Booster before we came up this way into the employee cabins is because of this E-tank that's going to be up here. So since we need Speed Booster to get this one, why we come up here last, even though Wave Beam would probably help out on maybe a lot of the bosses. Oh, you know what? I really shouldn't be doing that just yet. Hello. Uh-oh. So yeah, we have Xbox here just hanging out in the employee cabins for, you know, reasons. Something super interesting that we found out. I found this while watching someone play this casually. Is that, oh, dang it. That was a bad setup by me. Is that you can just destroy this without missiles. You can just rinse right through it with Plasma Beam. I don't know why. The only way I found it was because of the fact that while I was watching, I was like, is he dealing damage with the pea shooter? So we went back and tested it, and we found out that, yeah, you definitely don't need missiles for that, so that's kind of insane. Oops. I will Shine Spark here, because space boosting this way doesn't really do much for me, because I can just Shine Spark up this way. Another one of those puzzle rooms with the teleport blocks at the bottom. Oh, no, dude! I disagree. And it also resets the entire room, so... Yay.
Not frustrating at all.
Nah, it's fine. It ain't, whatever. I didn't jump, it's alright. What are you gonna do? Alright, so we're basically cleaned up here, except for a couple items. Oh, well, that's okay. I should have had that charged. That was on me. Rookie mistake. Alright. So now we get this missile pack. And now we're immediately going to drop down here. And this is where it's going to come into play the, why I save these items for now. Oh. Cool. Oops, that's okay. We'll just get it going the other way. Because we need to get a speed booster here. It's faster to save some door transitions to do it this way. I kind of missed that slope. That's alright. And there's that pack. So now we've completely cleaned up this area. Let's get to getting... and go back to engines to finish that cleanup. So we're just going to be going back and cleaning everything else up. The one area with the most, I believe, still is cargo hold. I'm going to try a really dumb Shine Spark trick, just because. If I fail it, then there's a backup, but this is just too cool not to show off. And I really hope I get it first try. I immediately failed it. Alright, whatever. I was gonna... This is a really far boost. Or space boost to try to hit. What am I doing? What am I doing? The backup is this. So this space boost would have had to span like 3 rooms. 3 very long rooms. And then I would have had to get through that wall. Whereas now, I can just do this. Oops. So that's the last item, or sorry, that's almost the last item in this area. There's one left. Dude, I swear I run this game. Alright, now we're cleaned up. Yeah, for engines. Professional. Alright, so here come the dumb Shine Spark tricks. And when I say dumb, I mean I have to hold a Shine Spark across 2 very large rooms. And it is really tough with the enemies that are kind of in between as well. Alright, here we go. No! Alright, whatever. That's unfortunate, to say the least, but that's okay. So, this area is completely different, route-wise, than it started out. Resrun kind of just went the other way with how I had originally routed it, and it works out so much better. Before I was kind of going the opposite way of where I'm going to go now, and this is going to be the really dumb Shine Spark trick. So you kind of get a weird preview of what you're about to see. And if I nail this first try, everyone can go bananas. Fingers crossed.
We like bananas here.
I like bananas. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fine. Those fish were in really good locations. Ugh. Oh, okay. Great. I don't know why that didn't act... Whatever. This is... Are you joshing me? Dude, nice pirate. Why was he already transformed? That's absurd. Oh, no! Why? Why? No! Oh! What the heck, dude? Wait, okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, that's the really dumb trick that I was talking about. Ugh, look at the design of this room. It's so unappeasing to the eyes. Oh, open the door. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit this one. This one's tougher to hit, I feel like. Oh, you idiot. Well, that fish was gonna troll anyway. If I got it, I could just shine spark across the top of this room, unfortunately. That's not the case. Now I have to go through this crumble block area. I was trying to get that... Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Oh, okay. Ow. Are you kidding me? Oh. Nice jump. Alright, that works. The one holdover. Alright, so most of these dumb tricks are kind of out of the way, thankfully. I say, and then immediately do that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's just about it. There's only one or two more items. Actually, three more items that I need to get, and then we're going to go beat the game. This first one is going to be pretty easy to get. Gonna walk in, fire this off. We're just going to go right through. Alright, one more of these Ripper puzzles, if you could call it that. Oh, right, Alright, oops, oh well, let me rethink this, hang on. Now. There we go. He was just a little too far right. So that one was kind of easy. Another Shine Spark kind of thing coming up now as well. So this will be fun. This will be the last like bad Shine Spark thing that I'm gonna have to do for this run. This run it went, by all accounts, extremely well. I didn't die, so that's good. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. And now we're just gonna go back the other way. And there's the last Shine Spark thing that I gotta do. No blindfold this time. I don't think I would be able to even finish the game if I was blindfolded if doing this run. And that should be 100%. Now we're just gonna make our way back to kill the Omega Metroid. Like nothing happens. And you'll see when we get there, like, what I mean by there's two different routes you can take to get there, like either Speed Booster or Screw Attack. You'll just see by the blocks. Dude, all these bananas. I'm loving these bananas. A lot of potassium in this chat. And again, we could go all the way up the elevators here, but we're just going to go back the way we came the first time and go through the ocean and just go directly up from where we exit. Oh, oh god, I believe S is my SIP split. It is. I forgot to split for finishing cleanup. Yeah, I do. I clean up everything except all of the oil that's apparently being spilled. I feel like my mission is a failure, but we'll just say it's a success and move on. There we go. Boy, would it have been embarrassing if I accidentally pressed the wrong key and paused my timer. So here's the final boss. You can see the Speed Booster blocks as well as the Screw Attack blocks. And now we're just kind of in a void space with the Omega Metroid. Oh, shout out to the Vatican City scam team. That scams all the time. Friday Lucent. Troa. Mostly Friday and Lucent. Those are some funny Italian guys. Alright. Oops. Wrong way. Dang. Alright, he's dead. Oh, come on. There we go. FPIZ as well. Yeah, you're right. You make a good point. And time. He's a little in the red. That's okay, though. It happens. I failed that one trick a couple times, and, you know, whatever. Overall, I feel like this was a really good run. I'm happy with both runs that happened. That accidental good run in Stadium yesterday, and now this one, I didn't die. Dude, I was for sure thought I was going to end up dying to Ridley, because he's unbelievably difficult. But here are the credits. We got PJ Boy, Biospark, KK0, and, you know, Magconst. So all those people that, you know, went into making or helping to make this ROM hack what it was. It's just everyone is fantastic. The Metconst team is unbelievably great. And yeah, Oil Spill 2 in 2401. Be ready for it, because I've already got my calendar marked. Well, I haven't saved any animals, but they were just kind of hanging out on the ship, so I think we're good. I think I got all the items. We're gonna find out. We are definitely gonna find out if all of the items were acquired. If they were, dude, yeah. If not, ugh. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this ROM hack, and you know, hopefully we get more people that want to play it. Honestly, it's a fun hack. It's very wide open. There's a lot of potential in it as well. And anybody else that just wants to play Metroid Fusion, you know, there's great resources for it. You know, to help you get started learning. EGE with the ultimatums in chat. We still got some time for the credits, so don't worry about that. We've still got a few, maybe like a minute more for the credits. Maybe 2. We're lucky. If it's not 100%, y'all didn't see anything, okay? Oh, I guess I could show this off. Let's see, where's my head? I guess there. So, this is what I'm playing on, by the way. Here's the Memerex. This bad boy. It is so fantastic. I hope that was on screen, dude. Yes, we did it. We did it. All right. Yo, 100%. Yo, heck, thanks everybody for hanging out for the entirety of this marathon. This marathon has been great so far. Thank you for having me not only do one really dumb run, but 2 really dumb runs, and getting to show those games off. I hope, you know, every runner until the end of this marathon has unbelievably entertaining and fun runs as well. But that'll be it for me. So thank you all for having me.